everyone, before we get started with our phonics lesson for today, I want to go over some words that break the rules. So, some rules that we've learned recently are the bossy E rule. That's when we see a vowel, consonant, E word. The E makes the vowel say its name. Sometimes there are some words that break the rules. They just don't follow the rules. And they don't make the vowel say its name. So usually that's what would happen when we see a word. But there are some words that break the rules, and these are some examples of those words. Have is an example of one of those words. Normally, this E would make the A say his name, but we don't read the word as have, we read the word as have. Above is another word. The E normally would make the O say his name, but we don't read the word as above. We read it as above. Another example is some. We say the word as some, not as some. Same thing, none. We read the word as none. The E is not making the O say his name. We don't read it as known. Another one is cover. Normally the E would make the O say his name, but we don't read it as cover. We read it as cover. Here's a couple more. We don't read it as comb. We read it as come. We don't read it as glove. We read it as glove. Another example is love. We don't read it as love. We read it as love. Oven is another example that E usually would make the O say his name. For this one, we don't read oven. We say it as oven. The last one is live. We don't read this as live. We read it as live. Now, after we learned about the bossy E rule, we're also learning about when two consonants come together and they blend together to make a sound. Like SH says shh. Another one we can learn about is CH. Normally, CH would say ch, ch. Another one we can learn about is TH. Normally, TH would say f. And the last one that we're going to learn about today is WH. Normally, WH would say what? But there are some exceptions to these rules as well. I have a couple examples for you. School is one of them. We see CH in the word, but we read this word as school, not stool. Another example is Christmas. We see a CH in the word, but we don't read Christmas as Christmas. We say Christmas. And the last one is the Thomas. We read this word as Thomas. It's a name, but there is a TH in this word. And normally when we see a TH in a word, it says, but this is a rule breaker word, and it says Thomas, not Thomas. So for today, we are going to learn about some TH words and some WH words. So remember, TH says and WH says what. So what I would like you to do right now is get up out of your seat, stand up beside the computer, and if you hear a word that has just the TH sound, you hear a word that has in it, I want you to do one jumping jack. But if you hear a word that does not have the TH sound in it, just stay still. Okay, here's your first word. Footpath. Did you hear in footpath? You did, so you should have done one jumping jack. Your next word is thanks. Thanks. Did you hear in thanks? Slate. Slate is the next word. Hopefully you didn't do a jumping jack. Slate does not have in it. Your last word is sharing. Did you hear in sharing? Hopefully you're not. You can take a seat for a minute. Okay, the next sound is the WH sound. Now, WH says what? Some examples of WH words are when, wheel, and whale. Let's take a look at the work in our textbook. So open up to page 44. On page 44, you have the beginning sounds here. So for the first one, you're going to take a look at the pictures. Only circle the picture that has the beginning sound of on the top. On the bottom, you're going to circle the picture in the row that has the WH sound. So take a look at each of the pictures. See if you can figure out what they are, but only circle the picture for the word that has the WH sound down here, TH up here. On this side, I want you to take a look at the pictures, but circle the word that is the name for the picture. Then you're going to turn the page. On this page, there are some words on the side. I want you to try and read those words out loud, then copy the words onto the line, write them down, but then circle the one that shows you the picture for the word. On page 47, you have a word bank. You see all of the words up here. Match the words to the picture. So find whale up here, write whale down. Remember the words are up here, so I shouldn't see any spelling mistakes. Be careful because there might be a couple of extra words in there that you don't use. On the next page, page 48, you see the picture this time. You're going to circle the beginning, middle, and end sound and write the word on the line. Then tomorrow, what I would like you to do is read the question and then answer the question. If the answer is yes, put an X in the yes box. If the answer is no, put an answer in the no box. Tomorrow, I'd also like you to do page 50. So you're going to read both sentences, but only put an X in the box that makes the most sense for the picture that's there. The last page, page 51, I want you to take a look at the picture, try and write the word on your own, but if you can't, look back in the other pages to see if you can find how to spell that word. If you get finished early and you'd still like something to do, there are some sentences on the schedule for the week. This time I would like you to put more detail into those sentences that will tell you where those things happen. Where is also a WH word. For example, the first sentence says, the whale swims. Where does the whale swim? You could rewrite the sentence as, the whale swims in the bathtub. That would be your new sentence that tells you where.